Hello everyone, how's it going? Okay. Hey Rosalie. Hey Tammy T. Yep, the list is still open. How's everybody doing tonight? I know it's been like a while since I've gone live. I've just been super busy and tired. So I'm trying to rest up. Hey Diana. Let's see. I know. Just busy, tired. Like I took a nap after my nap today. That's how tired I was. I'm trying to. Oh no. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, sorry about that. Alrighty. I made a mini mess and just had to clean it up immediately. It's still a little bit of a mess, but better than what it was. Alrighty, let me check and see Tammy T, and then I add you to the list. Red Nappy Summer. I probably have to accept it. I think that's why it's still pending. Okay. So, Red Nappy Summer, and then Tammy T. Let me, I think I need my phone to accept it, I think. Or I might be able to do it on the computer. Let's see. Continue. Yeah, I'm going to need my phone. Let me grab it really fast. All right. Cash App. Did anyone do anything exciting over the weekend? Okay, I think I accepted it now, Tammy T. So it should be good to go. Okay, so first up is Candace. Ooh, congratulations, Mrs. Fred. That's exciting. Oh, good. Glad you got your Christmas shopping done, Rosalie. It is exciting to get stuff out the way for folks, like their gifts, and especially too, like when you're excited about their reaction to the gift, you know. Like I just love that. I like that with any like gift giving. Like if I get somebody a gift, I get excited about shopping for them, and then them opening up or seeing what the gift is. The cats, they're in the way of you studying for your biochemistry exam, Witchy. Good luck on your exam too. Okay, so let me pull up the names. Candace. I literally made, I don't even know how I even made this mess in a short period of time. But it has happened. All right. Letting this load. Thank you all for your patience as we're waiting for things to open up and start functioning. Okay. I think we're cooking with gas, as the saying goes. All right. If you all see like white stuff on my hands, that is from the mess that I just made. FYI. Okay, Candace, where is your name on my name slide? Uh-oh. I might have to add you back. I don't know why you're missing, because usually you're like one of the first 4 that pops up, but it's fine. All right, Candace. All right, what's next for you and your crush? You feel big energy coming and you can't take the surprise. You might have to take, you might have to take the surprise. Let's see what happens. All right. Put these to the side. I haven't done a live in a minute. I'm like, where do I traditionally put all my things? Okay. I feel like they're in the way. All right. What are the next big things coming up with you and your crush? We have the Two of Wands. Something fell on the floor. Ooh, we have the Three of Wands. That's what fell on the floor right after the Two of Wands. So that's literally showing us that things are moving into a positive, good direction. Six of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Cups. Ooh, the Sun. It seems like things are moving in a great direction with you and your crush. Like, with the Two of Wands, it can be a variety of different energies that come along with it. In terms of like decisions, but also waiting, but also kind of like making your wish and like letting it come in. And then with the Three of Wands, I was very intentional when I made that card because he's leading her to the Four of Wands, which is like that marriage, the union, the connection, the relationship, right? And so I feel like what they're saying here is that you set your intention, you made your wish, and now it is going to be granted. And then the Eight of Cups here gives me the energy of like making sure you are ready to move different and how do I word this? Walk towards and walk forward towards that door to romance, that door to this connection, and just leaving as much baggage as you can, right? So any fears, any past relationship trauma, like things of that nature. Of course, we're going to always have something that we bring into a relationship. Nothing is perfect, but the idea is like you let go as much as you can. And then with the Sun being like the best tarot card to have, in terms of like a yes or no question or just like any outcomes, it shows us that it's a good look for you when it comes to this connection, this person, this experience, and just things just moving in a great direction. I like it. Like it might start off like, you don't see a lot of progress. Not even say you don't see a lot of progress. It's just like you see progress, but you're wanting it to be super fast and quick. But then it's like, boom, the Sun. Because notice in the card, there's not like a lot of Sun energy in that card, but at the very end with the Sun card showing up, it just kind of trumps the cloudiness or any wonder or mystery that you might have at this time. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Candace. So shout out to you and your crush. Oh, wow. I'm reading your comment, Candace. That is very interesting that you have a crush that has that same pose as the guy in the Sun card. Very interesting. All right, you're welcome. Okay, up next is Rosalie. All right, pendulum question. Of course, I didn't bring the pendulum mat. Well, I'll let you know if it's yes or no, based on the direction it moves. Okay. Let me find your name. Hey, Robin Reflection. Okay, pendulum question for Rosalie. Will talking to nature help my chances for a pay increase? Okay. Will talking to this person help your chances of a pay increase? I'm getting a maybe with this one. I'm getting a maybe with that one. Alrighty. And then your questions. Okay. I've been struggling out lately and need further guidance for spirit ancestors. Would be much appreciated. Absolutely. Let's see. We have trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Spring, see your seeds grow. Druid, hold the space. For some reason, I'm getting this energy of like spirit wanting you. It's interesting because even though you have the spring card and the bunny is like, taking that leap of faith, it's like I'm getting this energy of like pausing for you. Like just kind of transmute any energy that you hold within yourself that you feel like that could be stalling you or putting you in this space of anxiety or just worry. And just like calling the energy, like kind of like exchanging the energy within you. So like, let's say there's a part of you that is like anxious, like exchanging that with confidence. There's a part of you that's, nervous, exchanging that energy with like, just feeling grounded. Because I feel like when you're nervous, there's, you're not grounded in a sense, because if you're grounded and you're confident, you won't be nervous about it. And so like just doing an even exchange of those different things that you're feeling, that you're experiencing, but also too like any thoughts that you have. So where like, let's say you're thinking of like, oh, I'm not X, Y, and Z, and then changing it to I am A, B, and C, right? And just shifting the way that you think, the way that you talk to yourself, and being gentle with yourself too. Like think of yourself as like a flower, and knowing that there's parts of you that might need to be nurtured a little bit differently compared to others, and not feeling bad if there are other parts of you that need more attention or deserve more gentleness than different spots of you just because of that. I feel like with the Druid card, this represents, not making any sudden movements, like literally being still. And so, being more connected to yourself, to your center, and digging within, going within, holding a space for yourself to really explore what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and not being afraid to do so, and go within to answer some questions that might be that might give you the answers to what you need to do next, in terms of what you need to do next, if that makes sense. Let's see what else I'm picking up here for you. Let's see. We have I am passionate, number 40. We have number 12, I'm divinely guided. So I feel like too, with these two cards, it's like knowing that your passions will guide you, right? And not feeling like you might be, oh wow, I'm just noticing she's the card on the deck and on the book. I always feel like when you get those cards, it's very symbolic. So I'm actually read this one for you since we got it. Okay. It says, it's not the destination, it's the journey. It's okay to feel lost and confused. It is a natural part of life. We don't have it all figured out 100% of the time. This is usually the best time to walk away and focus on something else. Allow yourself to be in this moment. When you distance yourself from the problem, the solution often appears. Quiet your mind and meditate. That could be why we got the Druid energy spirit right there. Have patience and trust that you will find your way. Sometimes we need to get lost in order to find where it is that we're headed. We also need to know where you are in order to figure out where you need to go. It sometimes takes several detours before to get back on course. Have faith that even during the time of confusion and the perceived wrong turns, you are still on the path and you will soon find your way. Sometimes we may think everything tries to end up in failure. Everything we try ends up in failure, but oftentimes we can't get our desired destination without getting lost. It's through seeing what doesn't work, we'll find out what does. Sometimes getting lost or failing is exactly what we need to get to where we're wanting to go. So pay attention and enjoy the journey. Journal prompts. Where is it that you seek to go? How can you enjoy the journey more? Picture yourself in the future, reaching your destination. Describe it. What would you say to your current self from the future? Write down any advice you have and how to get there. A woman is standing still. She doesn't know where she is or how to get there, or even how she got there. All she has in her hand is a compass and the stars to guide her. Journey, destination, confusion, feeling lost, direction, stillness, keywords. So yeah, I think this is just letting you know this is the time to be still, and also know you're not doing anything wrong and that you're not making mistakes or, how do I word this? You're where you're supposed to be, basically. And oftentimes we always have those moments where we're like, am I doing the right thing? Things are not working out the way that I hoped them to do, or I thought they would do. And then we kind of stress out about that, but it's like you're at exactly where you're needing to be. And so like choosing this peaceful, calming spirit and knowing that it will guide you, right? And that you're divinely guided and you're right on track, even when you don't think that you are, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. And then your next question is, sorry. Okay. I'm trying to find it. Okay. It's AJL's birthday. Numbers have been popping up randomly all month. It's actually tomorrow. Oh, wow. That's very interesting. That is popping up too. And the birthday is tomorrow. No matter how much I try to forget him, what is the universe trying to tell me about him? Ooh, very good question. Okay, let's see. What cards do I want to use for that? I think we'll do. Let's just do the tarot. That's right here. Okay. What is the universe trying to tell you about him? You got the Ace of Swords in reverse that just flew out. That's something flipped. The Hierophant. Okay. So I feel like what they're trying to tell you right now is that his higher self is definitely communicating with you at this time. And I don't think you were going to do this, but like definitely don't like reach out or make any physical communication with this person, but you can communicate telepathically with them is what I'm picking up here. I feel like his higher self also is just like letting you know that they miss you and that they've been thinking of you, like your energy, like they're longing for your energy. What else am I picking up? Queen of Pentacles and Six of Cups. See, it's like that reconciliation card at the end, like wanting to reconnect. There's this energy of wanting to reconnect and, you know, just talk, but also it's weird. I'm getting this. I'm hearing them say like, I just want to look at you. Like I just want to stare at you in a sense of like take you in and embrace you. You know, like when you haven't seen someone in a long time and you hug them for the first time in a long time, it's just like you don't want to let them go, or you just kind of like look at them like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe it's been this long type of thing. That's what I pick up of like what they're saying, like what they mean by that, like they just want to look at you. But I feel like Spirit is just telling you like y'all are still connected. The energy, the connection, the feelings haven't like changed or died down. You know, they're still there, especially if you've been wondering if they're still there or like if they're, you know, still interested or view you in this light. It's definitely a longing feeling that I'm picking up too, as well. Hey, Krista. Oh, Crystal. I'm just saw your message pop up. All right, let's get some love notes. All right. We have I can still feel your energy surrounding me. My love for you will never end to infinity and beyond. I love you. I love all of you. My spirit is happy because of you, because you touch my heart. I will admit that I did act very childish and that ruined our connection. I'm an idiot for losing you. Why did I let you go? One of my love languages is physical touch. I love it when you place your hands on me. And that's what they did in the Six of Cups card. I'm keeping an eye on you by watching your social media. Let's get one more. You can have anything that you want from me. And then I feel you in my bones. See, yeah, the connection, the energy is still there between you two. It never died. If anything, it might be getting stronger now. But yeah, that's what I have for you. But also, too, you know, these love notes can be from whomever you want them to be from. But I feel like they're connected to the person that you just asked about for some reason. More than anybody right now. But yeah, that's what I got for you, Rosalie. I hope that helped a little bit. You know, sometimes people can make, you know, obviously make the fake profiles to where they can follow you. And then, what else? And even too, just like looking up a person. Like if they know your name, they can just like, okay, this person, they still are in this state, or, you know, there's a lot on the internet, unfortunately. But like, especially when you know someone's first and last name and like where they are, like their city, especially if they have like a unique name, you can definitely pull some information, just like basic things, like the bare minimum. You'll be very surprised at what you can find on the internet. You'll be surprised, Rosalie. You'll be very surprised of what people know, or what you think people know or don't know. Especially, too, when you're interested in something or somebody, you'll find out the information you need to know. Hands down. I guarantee. All right. Now, let's see. Up next is, I lost my little list that I made. Here we go. I need to pin the new one. Okay, up next is Mrs. Fred. Hey, Sai. How's it going? Okay. So Mrs. Fred, you wanted new future possibilities with Jefferson. You got it. And put your name on the screen. I forgot to take my vitamins. I might just take one. That is true, Rosalie. She got to switch it up. The haters be watching. Okay, let's next. Hey, SB. New future possibilities with you and Jefferson. I'm not a Kardashian, but they be keeping up for sure. Girl, that is true. That is real. Okay. New future possibilities with you and Jefferson. I was going to say you and Mr. Fred. I'm like, no, she is Mrs. Fred. Get a couple more. All right. So we have wed. So like things, progressing in your relationship with each other. We have location. So maybe you all are going to move in together, or someone's changing location so y'all could be closer to one another. There's something that I'm picking up here with that word. I'm also hearing the location song by, what's his name? Khaled, as well. Let's see what else. We have the answer yes. So if there's a question you've been thinking about and wondering, the answer is yes. Oops. Come on. Okay, we have cute. Jefferson thinks you're the cutest little thing in the world. And I feel like y'all will start to experience more cute moments, precious moments with one another. Like the simple like flowers, or just the random kisses, forehead kisses, like all the different things of that nature. I see. I'm also hearing them say love notes as well. Like maybe he's going to write you a love note, or write you a very thoughtful message, or give you a card with a beautiful handwritten message in it as well. I can spell notes, but I don't feel like moving the letters around. So I'll just put the N over there for note. What else do we have? We have the word she. So I feel like with she, this gives me like this energy of like, he's always talking to you, to his friends. And he's like, she's always just so loving. She's so cute. She's so this. Like he's, basically bragging about you to his friends and his buddies and stuff. They have a lot of love for you. All right, let's get some tiny tarot. All right, SB, sounds good. All right, let's get you some tiny tarot. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Oh, we have the Lovers. How cute is that? Ooh, and we have the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Super cute. See? Look how great is that? All this love, this commitment. The Knight of Cups coming in with a proposal, and we did get wed. So, like, leveling up in your connection, your relationship, maybe like moving in together, or like, taking it to the next level, however that flows with your connection that you're in currently with him. And it's just beautiful progress that's made. I love it. And then I think you get a special oracle card with the Charmies as well. So I'll get you some charms, and then I'll get you the oracle card. All right, so we have every journey starts with one step. Oh, I love you. Kind, peace, free, true, brave, strong, happy, thankful, passionate. I don't understand what the at is, because there's an at on here, which doesn't make sense. But at. The letter M. Ooh, I'm hearing the word moving with the letter M. So yeah. And then here's like a castle. So yeah, there could be some movement here. We have a little cross as well. So I feel like that's just like, the blessing of your guides and ancestors for this connection. We have a little palm tree. I don't know why I'm hearing the word Florida. So that might be symbolic. Maybe they're taking a trip to Florida or spending some time in Florida next year. And we have a little doggy paw. Oh, I love that. Okay, so then I made you an oracle card. We'll get you an ancestor spirit guide one. Do something different. Let's see what happens. What comes out for this? What is a special oracle card for future new updates? I know, Robin. Isn't it the cutest little thing? Okay. Well, we got two. I'm going to put those back. Just because I only want one. All right. One card, please, Spirit. Oh, look at that. We have Mother Earth filled love and comfort. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that for this reading. Oh wait, I don't have my booklet with me right now. So I'm gonna just, what I remember the Mother Earth card talks about, it's like, nurturing energy, embracing the energy, letting yourself be in love. And with the Queen of Swords coming out too, I think it's just a reminder to not be guarded, right? Because it's very easy for us to be guarded, especially when things are going well in a connection. We're like, oh, why is this happening so smoothly? What's going on? There has to be something wrong. There's something that's going to happen, and it's going to be like, I told you so, I knew it, type of thing. So like, not basically shooting yourself in the foot in the essence. And also too, just being mindful of like how you talk to yourself, the thoughts that you have when it comes to the connection, and just really keeping a peaceful mindset, and really embodying that, and not letting anything get in the way of you experiencing that love and that peace and feeling comfort in your love and in your connection with your person. Because sometimes when people are not experiencing that for themselves, typically they will try to impose and try to poke fingers and poke at your relationship, or just things going on in your life, when it's like, no, things are actually good for me. So there's no reason for me to be worried or to feel stressed, or to kind of feel bad about anything that's going on. So just be mindful of that, is what I'm picking up here with that Mother Earth card, and just embracing your feminine energy, your feminine side, and not you know, having that balance of the masculine and the feminine energy, and just allowing yourself to be cherished and to be loved, and embracing that goddess energy that you have within yourself, and just be open, you know, welcome and loving, great energy. Okay, that's what I got for you, boo. All right, Sai, sounds like a plan. I will add you to the list as well. Then I gotta add SB. So that was a fun reading. I love it. Okay, let me add SB and then Sai. Hey, Batty Lex, you surely can donate, Batty Lex. Yep, I just got your Cash App, Batty Lex. Okay, you're welcome. So now I said SB, Sai, and Batty Lex. Batty Lex, if you're ready, you can type your question in the chat now, and I'll do your question really quick since you just have one question. And then Armintha, you'll be next. Okay. I think I got everybody. Batty Lex, Armintha, R, Red Happy Summer, Tammy T, SB, and then Sai. Hey, Allison. Nope, the list is still open. The list is still open. I'm going to grab some water really quick. So, Batty Lex, if you're here, type your question in the chat, and I'll come back and I'll do your reading. Okay, get some water and maybe a little snack. So give me like 3 minutes. Let's say 3 minutes. That'd be better. And I'm gonna put my mic on mute. Alrighty, I'm back. I noticed my phone went off. So I got some cash apps. So I got something from Nick. We have a question. And then I think I got another notification from somebody else. Let's see. Jenna and Allison. Okay. Let me add you all to the list as well. And then I'll get started with your question. Batty Legs. Okay, sounds good. Arminta. Okay, so Batty Legs and then Nick, you'll be next since you just have one question. And then SB, Jenna, and then Allison. Okay, if I'm missing anybody, feel free to let me know. But I think that's everybody. I just got a new phone, so I have to change like my notifications and stuff, so that way it goes off the way that it used to on my old phone. For some reason, it's not doing that. Okay. You are very welcome, SB. Okay, replacing that. Alrighty, so your question, Batty Lex, is will things get better for CJ and I? We're in no contact. When he calls, I'm always asleep, and when I call him, he never answers my call. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me zip these up. I do not need all of these charms falling out of the bag. That would be a disaster. Okay. All right, will things get better? The Hierophant. Good night, Rosalie. I just saw your good night thing. Sounds good, Witchy. Tell Marvin I said hi. All right, so we have the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like things will get better. I feel like right now it is in that awkward period, that energy where, you know, it might be a little hot and cold, or it might be a little distant, and it sucks. But I do see things getting back to the space that you want it to be, where you all are communicating a little bit better. The energy is not kind of tense in a way. Maybe there won't be a lot of drama too. Let's see what else. Oh, look at that. We got the Four of Wands. See? Yeah, everything is going to work out. You could, I mean, if you got to think about it like this. No relationship is perfect. You can be married for 18 years and will still have moments where you're going to have disagreements or argue or not like each other that day. So I feel like it's all about how you handle those type of moments. And of course, you know, the no contact is tricky as well too. And it can be frustrating, but it's like when you're in no contact with the person, instead of like, oh man, I really wish I could talk to them right now. I'm like, oh man, I'm mad that they haven't contacted me yet. Like shifting the way that you think about it, and not even in a sense, even think about it, like feel as if you were already y'all in contact. So, you know, when you're going about your day, let's say you do miss them and you're like, man, I really miss them. I want to talk to them. Like have a conversation with them telepathically. Like, hey babe, I miss you. And like, you're going to feel their energy responding back. Like, I miss you too. Or like, you know, just have it be like that when you have those moments. And then other periods, just feel like, just do your best to go about your day, keeping yourself busy and occupied and doing things that make you feel good. You know, and also too, one of the things I've noticed too, when those periods of no contact happen, it's for a reason, in a sense of, especially with the person you're supposed to be with and that are, you know, soulfully connected to. There could be a period where there could be just so many crazy things happening in someone's life or both of y'all lives, and the space is needed, right? To the point where it's kind of like, when you have like you upset or you got a bad attitude and you need to buy your stuff, and it's like you want to make sure that you're not putting that energy onto somebody else. So that could be what is happening. It's like both of you are transitioning and changing in a sense, and so it's better y'all are apart than in the same space and energy right now, so it doesn't cause additional problems later on, because both of y'all are shedding old skin and layers and seeing, not the so pretty sides of each other, if that makes sense. And of course, like, that's going to happen where you're going to have to see that side of somebody at some point, when you're in a long-term relationship. But it's like shedding, some things have to be done by itself and by yourself and alone. And then when you're able to really show up in this better sense, because the Nine of Cups also represents this success. It represents being in a space where you're proud of who you are and what you are, and that allows you all to come together a little bit easier and to not be unhealthy and not be, on and off. It's consistent, right? And so just using this time to, work on things within yourself, enjoy your life, finding new things that make you happy, right? If it's doing yoga, Pilates, going to the gym, drawing, writing, singing, dancing in your house, taking a fitness class, learning how to cook different recipes, like doing things that make you feel good or that are connected to your interest or that you're, curious about, that is going to help pass the time by. And then it's also going to build character within yourself and, allow you to grow and just be a better version of yourself when you two come back around, or when, you meet somebody else later on. It's all about, you never want to be in the same space where the pause took with this connection or with any connection, right? It should always be, when somebody sees you after a long period of time, it's like, damn, you look great. You look amazing. Oh my gosh, you're doing all these great things. It's like, it should never be, oh wow, you still look the same. Oh wow. Like in a negative way of like, oh wow, nothing has changed about you. It should be like, wow, the energy about you is just different. Even if you physically have not changed, people can still think that you have changed because your energy is different, right? I could think about people when they see me after a while, they're like, wow, you just get beautiful every time I see you, more beautiful every time I see you. And I'm like, yeah, that's the way it should be. So definitely continue to work on that. But yeah, that's what I got. I know that was a lot, but hopefully it made sense. Alrighty, and then I think up next is Nick. And I saw your question was posted in the chat somewhere. Hey, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. And I think somebody else. Okay. Hey, Deb. I knew I saw somebody else. I just saw your little hand wave. Okay. Nick. Okay, my question is, what is Spirit's advice when it comes to my Aquarius connection with Ishmael Virgo? This is the LGBT, well, I was going to say Q. Okay, by the way, if that matters at all. It's helpful just to know, in terms of like pronouns and stuff like that. So let's see. What's Spirit advice when it comes to your Aquarius connection? Oh, with your connection. You are the Aquarius. With your connection with Ishmael. The Virgo. Six of Pentacles. Page of Swords. You know what? I literally, I swapped out decks, but I have a deck that's like, it's very diverse and in terms of like just different relationships, ethnicities and races. And I was like, ooh, that would be a fun one for this question. So I feel like there's great cards in there, very descriptive, and the artwork is beautiful. Then we're going to use my deck instead, because that's what I have available. So yeah, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Strength card, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. Spirit's advice when it comes to this connection. All right. Spirit says they want me to review these at the end, so we'll see what they're about. So I feel like with these cards here, this is saying, there has been some imbalances when it comes to this connection. So maybe you have been the one that's been giving a lot more than what they have given in the past or currently. And I feel like you taking a step back, or you kind of recognizing that and standing up for yourself, it was needed and it's important. It might have been one of the important lessons that you had to learn and showcase that that you understand and that you are currently carrying with you, and making sure that you never put yourself on a back burner, or you never not make yourself a priority, right? We should always prioritize ourselves, not in a, narcissistic, selfish way, but more so prioritizing our way in the sense of like our mental health, our emotional well-being, this, that, and the third type of thing. And so I feel like you are in this space where you're learning these things, and you're doing that. In terms of like what Spirit's advice is for your relationship, I think that Spirit wants you to continue to stand up for yourself and to be mindful of like the things that you tell yourself when it comes to this connection, and not getting your head about it, right? And so being solid, being grounded in it. So not thinking like, okay, how do I word this? Let's say if you been in connections with people, and after some point it's like they quote unquote ghost, or they switch it up and they become hot and cold. So if you have that experience, those experiences, you might start to build a belief system to where you think that's going to keep happening every time you're in a relationship with somebody, and that may not even be the case with that particular person. But if you keep thinking it and feeling it, it is going to eventually manifest itself, basically. And so the idea is like making sure that you're mindful of like what stories you're telling yourself when it comes to these relationships and these people that you are experiencing, and knowing that it's all about, the idea that your reality is is a reflection of what is within you. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, making sure that you are solid within yourself, and that even when that person doesn't show up the way that you want them to show up, it is not a moment to where you have to be like, oh my gosh, let me just go down this rabbit hole and feel bad and be like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what happens in all my relationships. It's like, no, do the complete opposite. It's like, okay, you're not showing up the way that I want you to show up right now. That's fine, because I know you're going to show up the way that you need to be showing up, and that I want you to show up at some point, because I know I'm amazing. I know I'm a great catch. I know I'm a great partner. I'm smart, like literally, but not in like, a narcissist way, but more so like I know what I am worth, and I know who I am as a person. And so if you don't see my value now, you're going to see it at some point. And because I already know it within myself, and I feel it within myself, I'm not dependent on you to see it and call it out and within me, if that makes sense. So the other cards Spirit said to flip over now are, ooh, look, the Three of Cups. And I think I flipped it wrong, because, yeah, it was the King of Swords and then the Three of Cups. So I feel like with the King of Swords, this represents this energy of like this person being better of a communicator with you, standing up in a sense of letting you know like, hey, I want this relationship. I'm ready, to fully commit, or I'm ready to be locked in and stay focused and for things to go well with us. And the King of Swords is someone that is also, how do I word, like they can be stern, but it's also they're showing you this is this is my word, and this is what I want, and I mean it. And I feel that with the Page of Swords being the second card, well, on top of this card, and then the King of Swords is underneath, it shows us the growth in this person, because it's like as really locked in on who you are and your value and your worth, they are being more reflective of that, and like, man, this person is freaking amazing. You can't come across this type of person too often. And so they recognize it even more, and they put more work and effort into this connection. And then the Three of Cups is obviously that celebratory card. Congratulations. Like, yes, it worked out. You can celebrate because they finally, one, recognized all that is within this connection with you, but also two, they recognize that they deserve to be in a healthy relationship and a connection with somebody amazing like you. If that makes sense? Because when we don't feel worthy of something, then we can also push it away. So it's like the balance of both of you feeling worthy and both of you feeling deserving of something amazing is essential here. I'm going to get you one Spirit Ancestor card. Let's see what else we get. And then we'll be done. Okay. They want both. So Druid, hold the space. So this is like pausing, being reflective. So like the Four of Pentacles energy. Oh, look at that. Then we have Summer, bask in joy and light. So literally this is letting you know like shifts, changes are happening and the light is near. The light at the end of the tunnel is near. Okay. So I hope that made sense. And I hope you resonated with the reading, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Hey, Brittany. I will add you to the list. Okay. So up next is Armintha. All right, let me pull up your questions. I think they're in your PayPal. Let's pull it up. Oops, wrong thing. PayPal. Okay. Oops. Okay. How does he feel about our encounters? Let's see. Oh. I don't know if you're in the chat right now and find your name. Put it on the screen really quick. That way you can come back to it. Okay. Armintha. How does he feel about y'all encounters? Three of Cups. Excited. Happy. Can't stop thinking about him. Wants to celebrate. Pop a bottle of champagne every time afterwards. It's honestly amazing. Just a good vibe. We have the Death card. I feel like it's very reviving. Like, you know, it's like a rebirth in a sense afterwards. Like it feels refreshing. It feels rejuvenated as well. Let's see what else we get. I'm hearing them say you rock my world. I'm also hearing the Michael Jackson song, You Rock My World. Song is so, we have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Like they just feel well rested. They feel good. It's like you cleanse their soul. It's so interesting, but that's how they feel. Yeah. You be doing your thing. All right, the next question is, what are his insecurities? We have the Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, ooh, and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. I feel like his insecurities that are popping up right now in this reading is that he fears, he wonders, I feel like this person actually desires like a committed relationship and potentially wanting to grow a family, like expand the family. Not saying it's the end all be all that like if he wants to have a child and that person's like, no, I don't want to have kids, he might break up with them. But I feel like there's this energy of like wanting to have a family, whether it's a blended family not necessarily having to add a child, but it's like combining things together, coming together, the union. And I think the insecurity is that him wanting that and the other person doesn't want that. Like the other person is just in it for, the physical and only that. And, them kind of like falling for that person in a sense. Because you have the devil and you have the Knight of Wands. And these are like very flirty, I do me type of thing, but we can have our fun type of energy. And I feel like they might be a person where like that's what they try to do. Like they'll try to like, okay, yeah, I want to have fun. I'm not into relationships. I like casual sex. And then they're the type of person that really wants a relationship and to be married and all those things. And there's nothing wrong with that, because some people really start to realize over time that, wait a minute, this is not the lifestyle that I really want anymore. And there are some people that like, this is the lifestyle that I want. So I feel like they're in this space of like trying to figure out like, do I want to just have fun, be casual, or do I actually want something that's serious and, connected to commitment, connected to building a legacy, having a legacy, whether that be, like I said, combining a family, starting a family, it's a combination of things. But the idea that this person struggles with that sometimes because they try to keep up with other people, maybe their friends do, or what other people in society are doing, and they're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that, but it might not be who they really are. Or it could just be somebody, you maybe, comes into their life and changes that vibe. Maybe they were a playboy, or like, someone that didn't want commitment really. And then when you meet that person, that makes you want to change everything. Like, wait a minute. I think our relationship would be kind of cool. And then I think your last question was like, what advice the spirit, your guides desire for you all? Or no, what do your spirit guides and ancestors desire for you all? We have the King of Pentacles. This one's to flip out, but the Magician. I'm going to put it back. The Page of Cups, the Six of Swords. And then the Eight of Cups. I feel like there's this energy of like, I'm hearing spirit say, like, not being so quick to end things or move on. Like just seeing where it goes. Look at that, Father Sky, trust in the unknown. Like literally just seeing where it goes. Even when it's not really clear where the direction is. It's not saying like, oh, just, don't have any plans or expectations or anything like that. But it's just like, see where it goes and go with the flow of it. And you'll be surprised where it might lead you. Because sometimes, you might have this thing like, you hear those stories where people say like, oh yeah, we were friends with benefits for for a little bit. And then boom, they end up getting married. Like, I know people who are married now. Like, they started off as friends with benefits for a couple of years, then started dating each other, and now they're together and have families. And it's just like, I'm not saying like that's going to be the case here, but you never know where it could lead. And so like not being so quick or hesitant to just cut things off or get rid of it just because you're a little nervous about maybe somebody catching feelings and that's not what you were anticipating. And now, of course, if you're hard on, set on, like, I don't want a relationship, I don't want feelings, I don't want love, then that's different. But if you know deep down inside, like, you are open to it, like not being resistant, not being the one to run away from it immediately. So I feel like that's what they're saying. That's what I got for you. Alrighty, Arminta. I hope that resonated and made sense for you. Alrighty, up next is Red Nappy Summer. You want higher self message. You got it, Red Nappy Summer. You're welcome, love. Okay, higher self messages. Let's do maybe a couple of these and then the other one. All right, very happy summer. Higher self messages that almost fell. Everybody keeps getting this card tonight. Druid, hold the space. So pausing, reflecting, meditating. Like this card just keeps coming out. So maybe this is a collective energy right now because it keeps coming out. We have drum, dream, and journey. And I'll get one more and I'll get some other cards. And then we have white witch, be the light. I notice he's holding like this stake and it has like a little gem light on it in a sense. Okay. So let me get the other cards too. Okay, so with these cards right here, I definitely get the vibe that it's really important for you to hold the space, to honestly just be still. And I know we get tired of hearing that, be still. We're like, well, I've been still for months. What do you want from me? And then we also, get annoyed too when, you want movement. You've been still for a while. You're like, okay, when am I going to get movement? When am I going to start seeing things, And so I feel like Spirit is just saying, when you're still, there is movement, right? And I know sometimes we can't, grasp it in the sense of us having some type of movement because we're being still, but it's a part of the experience as well too. It's a part of the journey. And so I feel like at this time to really going within, holding space for yourself to uncover any, insights about your path, about your dreams, and just kind of, step into that, right? Really embody it more and more. I'm also hearing your higher self say they want you to actually connect with drums. So like listening to music that has drums in it, different countries play the instrument, in all kind of ways in their music. So like finding a drum beat, a song that just kind of moves your spirit, moves your energy, and dance to it. Move your body, move your hips. I'm hearing them say move your hips, and there could be some need to release like some trauma that's like held within your hip area right now as well too, to kind of just feel free and all of that jazz. I said that, all of that jazz, Good night, Diana. I just saw your message. What else? Also, I'm hearing them, like your higher self say, letting that light within yourself shine. Let it shine. Let it be bold. Be bold. Just be a badass about it is what I'm hearing your higher self say. Like, I feel like you already have that energy within you, but your higher self is like, go harder. Do more. And do more is like be bolder. Ask for more. Do more. Be more. Show up more. Right? And just let that loving soul, that loving energy just be out there. That's what I'm hearing them say too. I'm also hearing Spirit say, like, don't be your higher self, Spirit say, don't let anybody try to bring you back to your old ways and to drama. Too, there might be somebody that want to pop up and just kind of shift things a little bit, and it's just like, don't let that fool you. Don't get caught up in it. Let's see what the other cards will say. We have I am connected, number 35. I can change my thoughts, number 4. Let's see what else we get. We have I am authentic, number 37. They want me to get one more. And oh wow, I don't think I've ever got this card before. I'm gonna read this one. I am perceptive, number 16. I don't think that card has ever come out in a reading. And I've had this deck for at least a solid year, if not longer than that. So I think that's very interesting that you have that card. I'm gonna actually read that first just because I don't recall that card ever coming out in the past. Okay. Number 16. Oops. Well, I turned to number 17. It says I'm happy. All right. People only see what they are prepared to see. We have the power to encourage ourselves and also to self-sabotage. This card asks you, okay, which way are you using this personal power? I feel like you got in a card about self-sabotage before. I could be wrong, but I feel like you got that Goddess Oracle card deck that I have. I feel like something like that came out. Is the voice in your head putting you down, making you worry, telling you stories that are not backed by facts? The web on the card is not made of steel. Dare to clear it out and explore what's on the other side. Is what you're seeing or believing reality, or is it your perception of reality? This card has never come out, so it's so interesting that you got this card. Journal prompts. So you don't even have to write. You can talk to yourself about these things. What worries you today? What are your stories are you telling yourself? How can you set yourself free? How can you approach each thought with a curiosity as opposed to accepting it as a fact? Are you a prisoner of your mind? If so, in what way? A woman looks at the cobweb in front of her. She's fearing the worst, but doesn't see that on the other side of it are blooming roses. All she sees are dead roses in the front of the web. Perception and point of view are the key words. So I feel like they're saying here is to be, it's all about the narrative. It's all about the narrative, right? And you said, oh my God, I pulled the same card. Wow, see, Renappy Summer, the alignment. But yeah, it's all about the narrative that we tell ourselves and that we experience, because that is what's going to, show up for us in our physical reality. And so knowing that you are connected to your reality and you have the ability to change your thoughts about it. Whatever you truly want for yourself is what you can create. So if you want love, success, all the great things, hold that vision, be authentic with it to what it is for you. So like, for example, somebody, you might hear people all the time say like, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. And it's like, do you really want to be a millionaire is the question, right? Because somebody might be okay with being, making $500K a year. And somebody might be okay with making $75,000 a year. It does not make someone better or less, powerful in their manifestations because of what they want, because it's all about you and what you desire for yourself, right? So if you are a person that wants a certain lifestyle, wants a certain experience, create that vision for yourself. Create a narrative that matches that vision for yourself. And the bottom of the deck, we have I am hopeful. This is another card that also that hasn't come out before either. So interesting. Very interesting, actually. Yeah, that's what your higher self has for you today. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Up next is Tammy T. You are up next. Okay. It's so funny. I have regular YouTube, the free YouTube, and my friend, she has premium YouTube because she doesn't have the ads. And I'm like, maybe one day I'll be like her and get YouTube without ads. Maybe one day. All right. I had 3 questions in love notes. I sent the love note payment after. I'm going to write that in the chat. Okay, cool. Sounds good, Tammy T. All right, should I be concerned about my safety with my neighbors? Ooh, that's a very interesting question. Should you be concerned about your safety? You got the Page of Pentacles. You got the Six of Cups. You got the Four of Wands in reverse. And of course, I drop a card on the floor. It's the Seven of Cups. Let me see if I can grab it. Okay. Seven of Cups. I feel like Spirit is saying you should be mindful of your safety. Okay. You should be mindful of your safety. I feel like Spirit is saying this home should be temporary for you. The space of residence, current space of residence should be temporary for you just because it's not the best spot for you. Because the Four of Wands is about foundations. It is about, security, feeling grounded, feeling safe. And I feel like at some point you probably currently already feel this way, but also too it's going to play out in a sense where you're going to keep building more and more anxiety about it and around it, about your safety, about your where you live and all that. And so I feel like it's important for you to start considering potentially different options to move to somewhere else, or if you can move to another, I don't know, like your housing situation, like if it's an apartment, a condo, or actual home, so like seeing there's opportunities for you where you can potentially leave soon, or things that you can do to protect yourself. You can always say protection prayers. You can always put like pink Himalayan salt, like around your home, by the front door. You can find protection crystals. You can create or purchase, depending on the person that you want to buy it from, but like protection, like oils or herbs, like things of that nature. In addition to like having that within your car, or like, within your purse, or like the things that you carry with you daily. What can I do to protect myself at my current job until I find something? At first I was like, oh my gosh, was that the next question? To protect yourself with the neighbors, but it's about the job. Okay. Wow, we have the Nine of Wands. This is like a protective energy too. And like the Seven of Wands, but always, it's like resilience in a sense. Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. Kind of like making sure, I don't know the type of work that you do, but like making sure, like if you work with a computer, making sure it's always password protected. You don't leave it anywhere. You carry all the essential things that you need to do your job well with you or around you. You never lose sight of it. Doing things on a timely schedule, but also being pleasant, and not being pleasant in a fake way, but being pleasant in a sense of where it's like, I'm approachable. I'm gonna be, kind, even when people might be a little mean or rude, like still keep that energy of like just being pleasant and just doing the job well and keeping it short. Like, don't tell people about your personal life. Don't talk about people about your personal life. Keep it very basic. So if somebody asks you like, oh, what do you have plans? What plans do you have for the weekend? You can have 10,000 plans for that weekend, but literally say, oh, not that much. Just like, gonna relax a little bit and, just find different ways to enjoy the weekend. Right? Because I'm sure at some point you will be relaxing, so you're not lying, so like doing that, but also being protective of your energy as well too, and keeping track of like all the stuff that you worked on or that you're doing, your hours as well, like basically making sure that you are good and that you're protected is the key here. And then we have, is it best for me to start applying to, ooh, fun. Let's see. I'm so glad you said that too. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, absolutely. Start applying. Oh yes, Six of Wands, absolutely start applying for those type of positions ASAP. Update your resume, start creating cover letters, things of that nature, connected to those roles. Start it immediately, get on it, because it's definitely going to work out in your favor, and you're going to make the type of money that you want to make. And as I shuffle the bottom of the deck, it's the Eight of Cups leaving, so you're going to be leaving your position, making more money, on top, all that jazz. All right, and I know you said you got love notes, so I'll get you some love notes as well. Okay. We have, you feel like home, you are my family. Thank you for being patient with me. Take care of your heart, mind, and body. I want you to feel your best. Sometimes my nerves get the best of me, but I really dig you. I may not always have the right words, but I always look at you with loving eyes to see their words get the best of them. They might not know what to say. Their nerves, not wanting to say the wrong thing, you know. We are our own couple goals. Let's build a legacy together. What are you wearing? Your scent makes me melt. I daydream about you, or I daydream about being intimate with you. And then, yes, I really do love you. It's funny because when I first read this, I was thinking about like lingerie and things. But, you know, it's all about the scent, the fragrance. Alrighty, my dear. That's what I got for you. I love these cards too, Sai. Absolutely amazing. Okay. You're welcome, boo. Alrighty, up next is SB. All right, SB, ready when you are, darling. I'll make another sip of water. Alrighty. Feel free to post your questions, SB. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I muted myself. I went to get some water. That's why you didn't hear anything. Okay. I wanted to ask how C, Aries, my child's father, feels and desires with me. All right, let's see. Let us see. You have the Knight of Cups. Four of Cups. The Sun. I feel like this person desires like peace with you. They desire just this energy where you both can coexist and co-parent, and it might not be any tension and not be any like, you know, crazy feelings or just issues in general, right? It's kind of like a nice flow, a nice balance of things with each other. I feel there's this energy where it definitely seems like you all are going to kind of rebuild a friendship in a sense with each other, which is great because, you know, you want to be able to coexist and co-parent without having a lot of tension and drama, right? And so I feel like they really desire that deeply. They might not have said it in those exact words, but it is something that I pick up that's within their energy and their spirit. They want better days with you. They want just less tension, and they want to be present. And it's funny, at the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, when I made this card, because the Five of Wands talks about conflict, right? But when I made this card, I wanted to make it to where this couple looked at each other with loving eyes, and they knew that at the end of the day, yes, we might have moments where we don't like each other or things are a little, you know, iffy, but we're going to always come to a common ground and a middle ground and find the solution, find the way to have that peace again. And so I feel like that's their desire. That's what they internally are wanting with you, and just to have a better environment for the child. So that's what I get for that question. And then let's see, what else? Yeah, you could add another question. We're in Happy Summer. Yeah, the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. It's really important to not look for a moment to where, how do I word this? We can't expect somebody, okay, you know, when time goes by and someone is working on themselves and changing and evolving, right? We can't expect somebody to be 100% perfect and not do anything wrong or not do anything that might be like something that they may have done in the past, right? So let's say, you know, you're in a relationship with somebody and I'm trying to think of something, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example, like something just basic. But let's just say this person would, you know, be a complainer, right? And that was something you just didn't like, right? And so you spend time apart, you know, you go your separate ways, you find each other again, and then they're cool, like things are great and whatever. And then one day they just complain about something. And you just like, oh my gosh, see, I knew you didn't change. You know, like making sure you're not waiting for somebody to mess up. You're not waiting for somebody to repeat something from the past. Because when you have that expectation, it is more than likely going to happen because you're amplifying that energy more and more. And so it's like giving the person the space to show that they have improved, that they're better. And if they do something from the past to where, you know, it's not that big of a deal, don't let it ruin all the great things that they have done, right? It's a difference if, like, the person, you date somebody and then they cheat on you, and then y'all break up, and then y'all get back together later, and they do it again. And then after they said they changed, that's completely different. So it's like, yeah, you can definitely leave once they do it again. But the idea of, like, if somebody is literally growing and healing, nothing's going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect, because I'm sure we have to realize that there are going to be moments where we're going to be like, I've changed, I'm better, I don't do this anymore. And then you're going to do something that you used to do. It's just a habit, but you're working through it, but you catch it and you change it and you grow from it. So just being mindful of that is something that Spirit wants to say too. And I feel like, y'all will have a way to where y'all can come back to each other, whether it's just being friends or whether it's, being together romantically in a relationship, because you do have the Ten of Pentacles card here, but it's all about what makes sense for this dynamic and for you. All right, what's your, I think you get a pendulum question too with this. He said, sounds like your life. Yeah, sometimes too, when you're listening to readings and if it resonates with you, it can be your part of, it could be your reading too. Like someone can have a reading done at the time and you're like, wow, that really connects to me. That really speaks to me. That could be a message for you too. All right, so I think you get a pendulum question as well too, but I'll do your letters. So you can pay, all the info's in the description box. So you can do Super Chat, which is on YouTube. You can do PayPal, which I have my information in the description box. You can also do Cash App, which is in the description box. And I think those are the options that I have listed. I have Zelle as well too. And that is connected. That I don't think that email's in my description box. But if you wanted to do Zelle, you can just let me know and I can put it in the chat. So there's multiple ways. And then in the description box, there's my menu. So you decide like what options you want. You can get multiple things. You don't have to just get one thing. You can get one thing if you only want one thing. So if you want one tarot question or oracle card reading, it's $5. If you have multiple ones, you just add, you times 5 the number of questions you have. If you know that you have multiple questions that you want answered, check out like the packages, because typically those include more options and opportunity for you to kind of get more for less. I don't know why, but I heard the word Sudoku, SB. I don't know why, but I guess when you think about the actual puzzle itself, how do I word this? It's all about strategy, right? And when you put one number at one spot, does it make sense to put it there in the long run, right? Will it interfere? Will it mess up the flow of another area? So I feel like that's important to be mindful of, like how you show up in one way. Does it affect other areas of your life? And typically it does at some point. Like if you're over, invested in one area of your life, it's going to affect the other areas of your life because you're not giving it enough attention. So being mindful of like how you show up. We have the soulmate, divine masculine, divine feminine tile here. We have less. I'm hearing the word less is more. So sometimes you don't have to do as much as you think you have to do, which is essential. We have key, or we have keys. So knowing that you have the keys to unlock a lot of different doors for yourself and success, but you have to be willing to put the key in the door and go through it as well. We have dust. There could be some things that you need to get rid of. Also some house cleaning that might need to be done as well. We have goals. So I feel like it's important for you to really lock in on the goals that you have for yourself for the remainder of the year, but also for 2023. And maybe even just like overall in life in general. In what ways are you working towards those goals? In what ways are you, prohibiting yourself from reaching those goals? Like we can set those expectations like, oh, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z to reach those goals. But it's like, okay, cool. So am I actually doing those things? what's causing some delays maybe, or what's causing some hiccups, but also too making a plan for when I fall off, if I fall off, not even saying like when I fall off, but if I were to fall off, or if things were to come up and be difficult for me, what is something that I can do to get me back on track? I know we want to be in that positive, mind frame, and, not expect the worst, but it's also important to be realistic at times, to where if something were to happen in my life that I cannot change or avoid, like for example, you cannot avoid, like no one can avoid death, right? So that's say like, oh, somebody's going to pass away tomorrow, but like that's something you can't control. So let's say something were to happen and change in your life. What would be your plan to get yourself back on track? Giving myself the space to grieve, giving myself the space to take a pause. And when I take that pause, what am I doing with myself emotionally, mentally? And then when I come back, what am I doing to get back into things, right? So kind of making like you don't have to have like a full plan that's organized, but just like having that conversation with yourself. Like I know for me, when I have those days where I'm like, I'm just in my mood, I'm just in the mood today, that means limit your human interaction as much as possible and just go within and spend time with yourself. And then that gets me back to where I want to be. So just being mindful of that. We have jaw, so I feel like there could be some tension that you're experiencing now. And I know that we tend to like kind of clench our jaws when we're tense or when we're nervous. And so being mindful like that you're relaxing that area of your body, of your mouth, and not doing the most when it comes to that. All right, we have can. This is letting you know you can do whatever you want to do, what you set your mind to. Okay, I'm going to spell a word. Spirit wants me to spell it. I'm going to just spell it. And I'm going to just spell it. And just, just say what it is. So we have the word here. So I feel like there's somebody that wants to, get you aroused, get you excited, make you have some fun, make you feel relaxed, if you catch my drift. And somebody's just like kind of craving your energy sexually, wanting to be intimate with you. You could be wanting this as well too. It could have been like, I haven't done this in a while and I'm desiring it right now. I want it right now. So tap into that energy, whether it be self-pleasure or being intimate with somebody else. Embrace it. So that's what I have for the letters. And then we'll do your pendulum, and I think that's it. I know sometimes YouTube can censor things and flag things, so I was like, I don't know if I'll say it or not. But you saw the word. Oh, and it's so funny because your reading comes with like a mini intimate or love reading. So I think that's kind of funny. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so your pendulum question is he happy in this relationship with C? All right. Is this person happy? Is it the immediate no? Okay, so there was no second guessing that. It's an immediate no on that. And then let's get you some love notes, and then we'll be done with your reading. Congratulations for almost being done with school. All right, love notes. Only you, just only you. Of course, I love you. I will always love you. I love you. I love all of you. Okay, this person clearly loves you. They said it twice back to back. I will admit that I did act very childish and that I ruined our connection. My spirit is happy because you touched my heart. You are the greatest love that I ever known. You can have anything that you want from me. And then I love you from the deepest part of my soul. So you got 3 cards in this reading talking about they love you. So clearly this person loves you. So if you ever doubted it or wondered how they felt, it is very evident here that they love you. Alrighty. So that's what I got for you, SB. I hope that resonated with you. Alrighty. Up next is Side. And I'll add you back to the list here, Matthew Summer. Matthew sigh. Thank you, Jenna and Allison, for holding on and hanging in there. We'll get to you shortly. All right, I think you did yours through PayPal. So let me go to my email. Okay. Oops. Let me go back. All right. How will Christmas Eve go? Ooh, that's exciting. He's coming over to my mom's house for our family party. That's super exciting, Si. I'm so happy for you. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Six of Cups. He's going to have a great time. I think your mom is really going to like him and love him. Good food, good vibes, good energy. I feel like the Two of Swords represents this energy of like you getting to see another side of him, you know, and in a good way, right? You know, you learn more and more about a person and how they interact with your friends, with your family, in different settings and different environments. So I feel like you're going to see another side of him that you really like, and that makes you feel like, okay, yeah, this is why I'm with you. Like, this solidifies like more and more about all the things that I've always thought about it and wondered. Oh, look at this, King of Cups. So you guys are going to be very cute together on Christmas. I think you said Christmas Eve. Let me go back. I think you said Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve. And it's just going to be a great vibe. Like, I feel like your mom is going to be like, oh my gosh, you're so handsome. You're like, you know, something like that. Like, I hear her saying it like that. Or like, you know, or you guys look really cute together. So it's going to be super fun. Let's see what else. You said yes, they all love him, and man, we got a Grinch outfit for him so he can scare the kids stealing the toys. It's so funny because you do have the Page of Pentacles here with the baby. That's gonna be so funny. I saw that trend too on Instagram, and then when I shuffled again, we had the Ten of Cups. So it's just gonna be a very, you know, loving, fun holiday party with him. Okay, your next one is. We agreed to start trying for a baby in March. Do you show me getting pregnant in 2023? Yes, please record it. Please record it. All right, we got the Page of Swords, which is a baby card, the young card, youth card. Let's see if you get like the Seven of Pentacles or the Empress. We got the World. We got the Two of Pentacles. And then we got the Nine of Cups. You're definitely going to get pregnant in 2023. I also see for some reason like Valentine's Day. That's going to be, that might be the time. Where you conceive, actually. You know, I know you said March, but I don't know. I feel like there's something with Valentine's Day. You know, maybe I have a little bit too much to drink, and then things get a little heated, and y'all forget something, and then boom, it happens. But I mean, February, March is definitely fine. But yeah, I definitely see it happening in 2023 for sure. Because even then, when you think about it, like if you were to conceive in February, you would give birth towards the end of the year, or you know, February or March, end of the year, going into next year. And the Seven of Swords, I feel like that's you just being all seductive and stuff, and that's how it happens. But yeah, I see that for you. And then you get the love note, the lovely love note, which are here. I'm I'm hearing your guides, your ancestors say, okay, clearly Spirit is on something else tonight. They're like, suck his soul. They're like, finish him. So yeah, your spirit guides be hyping you up. They are definitely spicy. All right, we have tell me your love language. Let me love you the way you want to be loved. I feel your love when you make time to put a smile on my face. Thank you. I apologize for the time my words stung you. You feel like home. You are family, or you are my family. I love that. And he's been spending time with your family. I love you as much as you love me. I trust you with my heart. Decisions. Should we watch? Ooh, should we watch or make a movie together? See? See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Your kisses are sweet like honey. Let's chill and listen to music together. And then I value this connection between us. I love that so much. Oh my goodness. That's freaking fantastic. Yes, finishing. That's literally what one of your guys said in my ear. And then your pendulum question, will I get a promotion? Is the shot. Let's see. Where did I put that pendulum? There we go. All right. Okay. Will Sai get a promotion with this job? Will she get a promotion with this job? You got a yes. Yes, you will get a promotion with this job. All right. Well, congratulations on your promotion and your upcoming baby. Fantastic. All righty. Up next is Jenna. I'm glad you love your job too, you know, and where you are, because that can be a rarity. Alrighty, Jenna, I'm gonna put your name on the screen so you can come back to it another time. Okay, and I believe you sent yours via PayPal as well. Alrighty, ancestral reading and spirit baby messages. Ooh, I love that. I'm gonna have to grab those spirit baby cards. I'll get that after I do the ancestral one. Actually, let me just grab it now. That way, when you come back to watch your reading, it all flows together. Give me 2 seconds. Ooh, that sounds good, Si. Are y'all hiring? Alrighty. So let's do the spirit baby messages first. All right, we have, you're having a little girl. I'm going to be an air sign baby. Nice. Okay. Let's see what else we get. We have, sorry mom, but I'm going to look more like my dad. Oh, I'm sure they'll have some type of features of yours as well. Let's see what else. We have, oh, I can't wait till we meet. And then I've been showing up in your dreams. Have you noticed? Ooh. We have mommy, daddy, or mommy, or I guess daddy is missing you so much right now. So your other half. I love you, mommy. I promise that I'll be healthy and strong when I arrive. I love that. Let's get two more. You said, how much are the baby cards? Well, if you want a reading with the baby cards, I think they're $5, I want to say. And I think for purchase, I want to say they're like $31.99. Let's see. We have, I'm going to be an earth sign, baby. So they'll probably have a lot of earth and air energy in their chart. And also too, I think about, Gemini and Virgo. And then they share the same planet of Mercury with communication. So that might be significant for this child as well. They might be a very strong communicator. Let's see what else we get. Last card. We have, oh, daddy is a great person. You are, or mommy or daddy is a great person. You two are a perfect match. Okay, they wanted to pop out another card, but I'm just going to put it back just because we have your 10 cards. So now let's do your ancestral reading. Any chance we know who the daddy is? I don't know, but apparently he's a good partner. Okay. Ancestral reading. Sounds good, side. All right, let's see if we can hold the space. We have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. We have sage, be devoted and committed. Ooh, we have sun, enjoy success and happiness. I love that. Let's get one more card. One more card. Spirit. Uh-oh. It must be a juicy card. That's going to come out. The cards are like just chilling. I thought they're like, we're going to make our grand appearance and you're going to fall out. I don't know what it is. Last card, Spirit. My right eye is itching. I feel like it's going to make you emotional, whatever this card is. My right eye is itchy. All right, we got 2. Let's see what we have. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. And oh, wow. Maybe that's what it is. Mother Earth, feel love and comfort. And she's pregnant in this card. See? That's beautiful. So I feel like your ancestors want to say at this time, be mindful of what fears you hold and that you still carry with you, and allow them to be experiences that you learn from. So like, let's say you have a fear of, I don't know, public speaking. And you're like, man, I don't like public speaking. What if I mess up? What if I say something wrong? What if I don't know everything? And it's like trusting and knowing that you do know the material, that when you practice, you're confident in yourself, and that you can deliver something, a presentation that everybody's going to enjoy, and that people are going to be inspired by you and wanting to connect with you, work with you. And, you are a teacher of the space, and trusting that you have these skills and putting yourself in positions to where you're confident about it. And it's so funny because, like, as someone that doesn't, I'm not the biggest fan of public speaking, or in the past I really hated it, but now I'm like, I can do it. Like, now I'm in a position where I manage different things. I manage, a variety of people, and it's not something I thought I would be in. Being someone that's more, reserved and to herself, I feel comfortable guiding people and coaching people and leading presentations and doing these things. And so it's like not limiting yourself based on a fear, not delaying a goal or a destination, or reaching a destination because of a fear. If you desire to be successful, be a successful business owner, be a successful director, or any type of like position, in a career sense, why limit yourself because of a fear? Because it's like you can't be a director afraid to lead people, because that's what directors do. They lead people. So that's just like an example. So I feel like they're saying be mindful of that. Also too, with the to be devoted and committed, whatever your goal is, whatever your desires are, be committed to those goals and those desires, and don't lose sight of them. Write them down, right? Don't just like, oh yeah, this is something I've been thinking about. Like, make a plan. It doesn't mean you have to wait until you plan something out to start it, but like, write your ideas down. Write your the steps you think that it might be needed to get to that final goal. Like, let's say you want to start your own business in terms of like cooking or food related, right? What does that mean? What does that look like for you? What's the first thing that you got to think about? You're going to have to need recipes or some type of food, plan. So thinking about like, what type of food do I want to serve? When do I want to serve it? How often do I want to serve it? When will I be open? Like, things like that can be very helpful. So like setting that mindset for yourself by writing, planning, and just doing, right? Sometimes you don't have to have a full plan to just start. You don't have to have, you should have some type of plans eventually to like move it forward to where it's successful, but it doesn't take a lot to just start the idea and brainstorming. And just know that you'll be successful in the end, and that there's so much guidance and wisdom that is around you. So use it, connect with people that know what they're doing and that are in the work that you want to do, or that are in the type of experiences that you want to be in, or living a dream or reality that you are interested in having for yourself as well too. Getting advice, but also too knowing that it just is advice. It doesn't have to be end all be all type of thing. Meaning, just because it worked for somebody in a particular way doesn't mean that you have to do the exact same thing. It could just be something you take with a grain of salt, and then kind of like take from that and get a sense for like, what should I do next? What can I do next type of thing. So that's something that I pick up on here as well. And, just this energy of like motherhood, embracing that, welcoming it in, being ready to receive and being ready to give, because, you're giving birth, you're giving life. And so placing that energy around you, getting your mind, your home ready for it. And not necessarily saying like, oh, go make a nursery today, but more so like visualize a child running around, walking around your house, or get a stuffed animal, or something that you would want to give your future child, and keep it. And then whenever you want to talk to them, maybe hold it and talk to like hold it next to your heart chakra and just like talk. Or you can, say it in your head, however you feel comfortable doing so, and connect with it. And then when that child actually receives it, they're going to feel all of that love that you poured into that item, whatever it is, whether it be a pendant, whether it be a stuffed animal, whether it be, a letter that you write them, and they read it when they're old enough to really process it in a way they can understand the value of it, right? Like a sweet 16 gift, or when they're going to college, something like that. But that's what I got for you, Jenna. I hope that resonated with you. The anticipation is killing me. It's always that. It's like, dun, dun, dun. Who is the person? Alrighty, up next is Allison. Oh, wow. That's amazing that you already have the stuffed animal. I absolutely love that. That is alignment right there, man. That is alignment. Alrighty, Allison. Let me get your questions. Oh my gosh, what are these new emojis? I'm just looking at the I haven't gone live in a few weeks, so I'm just looking at all of this stuff, and I see all the fun emojis. I'm just gonna put them in the chat so you all can see them. But I like how they have like the little. I'm assuming that's like a psychic, like green crystal ball vibe. So that's so cool. But the list is now I'm gonna close the list now. I'm trying to look for like the X, like no sign. I'll just use this one. List is closed. I like that. I'm sorry. I'm like super excited about that emoji. It's so cool. I'm going to put the little crystal ball there. Okay, sounds good. Yep, you can still send it, Jenna. Where did the crystal ball go? Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm gonna put your name back on so I don't forget. Jenna. And then I'm gonna copy and paste this. List is closed. Thingamabob. Okay, there we go. And I think my computer's on like 5%. Okay, it's on 9%. Let's see if we can make it. All right, not Jenna. Allison. Let me pull up your questions and put your name on the screen. I'm starting to get hungry again. I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat afterward. I have cereal, but I don't know. I think I need new milk, so that might not be a plan. But I guess I can eat it as a little snack. Okay. Ooh, you know what? That's so funny. I was just looking at my cards when I was grabbing the Spirit Baby deck, and I was like, oh, I should get the money cards. I was like, no, I don't think anybody has a question about money today. So, I'm gonna grab those. Hold on. Okay. Go back to your question. What's my financial outlook for 2023? I'm planning to start grad school. Ooh, exciting. Congratulations. I enjoy grad school, so I hope you do too. So I'm gonna pull some affirmations, money mantras as well too. So we have, I'm worthy of all the riches I want and desire. I just love how this deck feels. Like, It is so freaking smooth. The quality of the cards are amazing. I have a healthy and beautiful relationship with money, and then I easily attract sales into my business. Okay. So starting off with these, in terms of like your outlook of your finances in 2023, it definitely seems like you're going to be able to manage like grad school financially and just like your expenses of your personal life as well too. And you might even be able to receive like a grant or a scholarship or some type of help financially when it comes to grad school, and also depending on like what you're starting. Because like typically, I'm pretty sure all PhDs, I could be wrong, like give you some type of stipend. But if you're doing like a master's program, there might be some grants or scholarships that might be available for you to apply to depending on the school. And like let's say you work somewhere that offers tuition reimbursement or financial aid or whatever, that could be a thing too. Yeah, the Page of Cups. See, an offer. Somebody's going to offer you, or like you're going to be gifted or awarded something like a grant, a scholarship. Even it could be $1,000. It's like any free money, you know, that's going to go towards your education would be helpful. We have the Magician, and then we have the King of Wands. I feel like it's important too when it comes to your finances for next year to just be very strategic of like your spending, your budgeting, you know, and just being realistic about the cost of everything. And if you do, let's say you have to take out a student loan or something like that, and just being mindful like how much you're taking out. Does it make sense to take out the amount that you want to take out? Is it needed? And it's okay to take out a little bit more than what is needed sometimes if it has to cover something that might pop up, you know, in terms of an emergency. And just, you know, do your research to connect with any programs, any scholarships that might be out there. Like, just literally do your research because you never know what you can receive. I remember one time in high school, I applied for a scholarship, and I don't think nobody else applied for it. Like, it was like a family or like, you know, a married couple. They wanted to donate. They created the scholarship, and it was about like, I don't know, like current events or something like that. Like write an essay about current events and like the importance of it, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, and I was the only one that applied, and I obviously received it because I was the only one that applied. So it's like in those instances of where even if you feel like, oh, this is like a random thing to do, you might win. There are certain scholarships like the ones where they're like, you know, just submit your name, write like a paragraph, and you'll be submitted. Those be legit sometimes because I had a friend, she did it and she won like $500 or whatever. And I was just like, oh, I thought those things were like not real, but they are real. Like they really do award people the scholarships. So that's something to think about. And say these money mantras too, as well as another thing to like attract more abundance and financial relief and all that jazz. Because hey, I don't know about you, but I like free money. I like free money. I welcome it in with ease. Look at that. I manage my money well. So that's something else to do for next year. Okay, your next question is, let's see. Let me go back. What will come to me in terms of love? I love the little eye emoji in 2023. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. I love this. It's saying it starts off as something simple, something slight, something subtle, and then boom, it manifests. It becomes this huge thing. It grows into something beautiful. And so that I feel like what they're saying here is like plant the seed of intention of you know, accepting and receiving love in 2023 and being that love to yourself as well too, and watch it grow, watch it manifest. I feel like they're saying that you will meet people that you do see a fresh and new beginning with, right? You know, someone that you can potentially be with long term, grow with, and you see longevity. I like that. I'm starting to see you start to experience this type of connection or just these people around the springtime is what I'm picking up here. Yeah. You said, would you be open to one? Yeah, you can be added back to the list, SB. I heard. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the cards. They took a long time to make and draw out. But anywho, like you are the creator of your reality. So how you want to experience love, the type of love that you want to experience, you get to create that by being it to yourself and pouring that into yourself. It's like, people start like, oh, I want fresh roses every week. Do you give yourself fresh roses every week? No? Maybe start doing that so you can start receiving that energy and welcoming that energy, because it's all about how you treat yourself too. So treat yourself like the goddess and queen that you are, and literally that will show up for you. Okay. And then your pendulum question. Where's my pendulum? Where did I put? Oh, no, that's not it. Well, it's somewhere. I don't think I've. Oh, is it in here? No. Oh, here it is. Okay. Your pendulum question is, will I be able to move out, have my own space in 2023? Will you be able to move out, have your own space in 2023? Yes. Yes. A strong yes. Yep. All right, and then love notes. Where are you? There you are. We have, I'm emotionally fulfilled and that makes me better for you. We are our own couple goals. Oh, you are my sweetheart. I apologize for the times my words stung you. Your vibe matches my vibe. So basically I was saying, like, how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, reality will reflect that. So their vibe will match your vibe. We have me and you. Time is my favorite time. Our love is so natural and pure. I love that. I support your dreams. Go for gold. They're going to be supportive of you in grad school. I think are you the one that we were talking about grad school with? Let me think. I can't remember. But whatever your dreams are, they support it. Let's chill and listen to music together. And let's get one more. I value this connection between us. Beautiful. I love it. Alrighty. That's what I got for you, darling. All right. Up next is Brittany. You're up next. It's so weird. I'm trying to like copy and paste like the chat, but it doesn't copy and paste the actual emoji. It just says green crystal ball. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me try it again. Yeah, it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't actually copy the emoji when I do it. It's fine. I'm just get rid of it. All right, Brittany, you are up next. And then there's Real Nappy Summer, Sai, Jenna, and then SB. Okay. And then I think you did super chat, Brittany. Let me find it. I want to say you did. I feel like you did. There we go. How will my relationship with my sister and mom develop over time? And general messages, please. All right. The Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Emperor, and then the Sun. So it might start off to where, you know, in the essence, they might get on your nerves, or it's just like, it's a little rocky. But I do see over time it progresses into something that is more solid and that is lighthearted. It is more, you know, loving, nurturing. Oh, wow, I'm on 1% on my computer. Good grief. I just saw like a notification about it. I'm going to just have to figure this out. Anywho, so just be patient. It takes time, right? You know, it's not something that can just change overnight. It will take some time, but know that the progress and, you know, the lightheartedness that you'll start to experience and feel in your relationship with your mom and your sister will happen and will grow. I feel like it will definitely get stronger too over the years, more and more. But just being patient and not, it's my computer died. You know, being patient and understanding that everybody, most of the time we're trying to do our best. So even when, you know, there are moments where like maybe they're annoying, they're not showing up the way that you want them to show up, hold space to where you're like, you know what, my mother is doing X, Y, and Z. Like what you want her to do, basically. Like, my mother is a better communicator. I'm grateful that my mother is a better communicator. And like really sitting with that and believing that. And like holding that space for her so she can show up that way. Because when we set our expectations low and expect the low expectations of, like, you know, just that low vibration energy, it probably will happen. But if we're just like, not saying put her on this huge, like, oh, she's going to be the best communicator tomorrow, like, no, but more so being realistic of like, okay, she's showing up better with being on time, or, you know, being more affectionate, being more loving, kind-hearted, whatever it is, type of thing. So that's something to be mindful of too. Okay. I don't have my computer's dead, so I won't be able to put stuff in the chat, like update the list, but I can still look at it on my phone. So that's what I have for that. And then the other one was about general messages. Let's do these. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Sage, be devoted and committed. And then air guardian, shift your perception. That kind of matches what I was saying. Like, you know, being intentional about what it is that you want to see the change within your relationships with your sister and your mother, and holding that space for them to actually show up in that sense. Because if we expect people to do the worst, they're going to do the worst. You know, if we expect people, if not even expect, if we hold a space to where they're going to show up to be better, then you're sending out the energy to be less resistant towards that change and that shift. And so that helps. And I feel like y'all are going to be able to break a lot of ancestral baggage and like patterns and cycles by this healing work that's going to happen and change. But both, all of y'all got to be committed and devoted to it, right? It's not something that's going to, like I said, change overnight, but it's like being devoted, being patient, being understanding, and you know that, hey, this is something, how do I word this, that can change for the better and work out for the better. And write those things down too. Like, write down the things you don't like currently with your relationship with your mother and your sister, and then write what you want it to be like. So like transmuting those thoughts in the current reality of it. Okay? That's what I got for you, Brittany. I hope it resonates with you. Uh-oh. You said, if not, I'll come back another day. Oh, you can set it at the 5 SB. It's totally fine. I haven't been live in a while, so I was expecting people to, you know, have a lot of questions and want, you know, a variety of things. So it's fine. Okay, up next is Renappy Summer. Now, the only thing is, I don't think I can go up pretty far on my phone compared to like the computer. So, let's see. Um, I might have to actually grab grab my charger. Unless Red Nappy, Summer, you're here and you just want to type it again. Career, I have like a million jobs. What's next? I think I remember reading it. You said, so the general message were also, yeah, they felt family related. Like they just felt more so family related. But also too, you can take those meanings on that are on those cards and apply it to the other areas of your life too. But in the moment, they wanted to connect it to the family dynamic as well. But I'm seeing the card again with the be devoted and committed when he's writing. I'm hearing them say like be strategic with your studying as well too. So yeah, you can definitely apply the cards to other areas of your life. All right. Career. What's up next? Great teacher. Learn from experiences, spiritual experiences, and then hunter. Track down your fears and desires. And then lady. Enjoy growth and reap the rewards. So I definitely feel like you have done a good job of like really starting to track down your fears and your desires, like really understanding what exactly do you want for yourself, which is good because now you're starting to get to a space where you can fully invest into those desires and then enjoy the rewards and the benefits. So keep investing in your dreams and your desires and, you know, fighting those fears and getting rid of those fears as much as you can. But you've been doing a really good job with it. And so Spirit is definitely proud of you for that. Yeah, we got the Tangle one. Like you're changing things up. Ten of Wands. You're no longer, look at that, congratulations. You're no longer letting the fears get in the way and, you know, just prohibit you from moving forward. Like you're taking them by the horn and just like, hey, get out of my way. I know I can do this. I'm capable. I'm possible. It's possible for me to do anything that I want to do. Let's get you a couple of money mantras. I make money easily and often. Getting tongue tied. And then we have, I'm making more money than I ever made with 90% less effort. So the fact that you got two cards talking about like you not putting a lot of work in to make this money is beautiful because it shows that you're meant to have an easy life. You're meant to have this soft life. So allow that soft life energy to come in for you. Because sometimes we feel like, man, I've been working hard all my life. I have to do all of these things. And then it's like when we get upset about that, it's kind of like we call it in even more. When you're like, you know what? I let money come to me with ease. I welcome it in with ease. It wants to come to me with ease. And like it starts to shift how money shows up for you or how opportunities show up for you where you don't have to pay for things or things are taken care of for you. That's what I get with that. Okay? That's what I got for you, boo. Alrighty. All my life I had to fight. All right. Up next is Sai. And then it's Jenna. And then SB. I should just put my charger, my phone on, not my phone, my computer on the charger. That way it won't be super dead by the time I'm done. All right. Feel free to put your question in the chat. It's okay. Okay. Hey, Sai. Okay. Oh, yeah, you did want spirit baby messages. Okay, cool. Let's see what your spirit baby messages are. Okay, first card is I pick fabulous parents. No one can compare. I love that. Super cute. We have I am full of energy. You are going to have your hands full with me. Oh, I love you, mommy. Let's see what else we get. What else? We have the bond that we share will be unmatched. Life is about to get so much better. Don't lose your faith. I love that. Ooh, my eye is itchy. Okay. What else do we have here? Ooh, something fell. We have I'm excited to learn more about our family history and culture. Oh my gosh, Sai, guess what card came out? I'll be here in the next year. Get ready. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else we get. We have you are the greatest mom in the whole world. Someone has been saying mean things about you, mom. Be careful. And then let's get one more. Could be a hater. We were talking about the haters earlier. We were talking about the haters earlier. Last one. We have, oh, you're having a little girl. You're having a little girl. I love that. Yo, Daddy X. That is hilarious. But oh my gosh, the fact that that card came out, I forgot I even had this card in there. Oh my goodness. Wow. Perfect timing. And then the last message she wanted to share. May you always find peace and be reminded how much you are loved. I love that. All right, that's what I got for you. Okay, and then up next is Jenna. Okay. And then SB, you will be last. Uh-oh. Okay. Alrighty. Number one, how is Christmas going to go with my SM? Ooh, let's see. Yep, you can send them this way. That's totally fine. The Fool. We have the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Wands. I feel like things will go pretty smooth with you all spending Christmas together, kind of like combining the families and everything like that. I feel like, I don't know if they're both coming, like your side and his side are coming together, or if it's like you're going to spend part of the Christmas with your side and they'll spend part of the Christmas with their side. Like, you know, you meet each other's like family in that way. But I get that on both ends, it's going to be pretty smooth. I feel like there's one woman though, trying to figure out which side is on. She might, I don't know if this is a sister or a mother, but somebody is like, she's happy, but she's also like sad. Like it's a bittersweet type of moment where it's like, oh, this person is like, you know, doing their own thing. Like, you know, this person is on to something else now. Maybe they might not show up a lot or be around or be available as much, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, you know, when parents drop their kids off to college, it's like they have to have that space where their child might not actually, you know, be as responsive as they once were because they're in school, they're doing stuff, you know. But I'm definitely picking it up. It's a woman here that's going to be in that space. And it could also be, too, maybe this woman wants a relationship or wants some type of experience or like, you know, feeling in a relationship. Because you can be in a relationship and literally feel like you're alone. And I feel like they might feel like they're even more alone now when they recognize that you two are together and are going to start your own things together at some point and, you know, be on your own happily married way in a sense. But I think seeing you happy or them seeing whoever this person is, once they see that person happy, they realize they can't allow what they're feeling interfere with the joy and the bliss and the happiness that is being shared and that's being experienced, right? Not like trying to take away your moment or the other person's moment, if that makes sense. But yeah, somebody mama might be a little sad. That's what I'm picking up here. And then your second question, I think it was something about like commitment. Let me go back. Oh, you said, oh wow, yeah, it could be. Oh wow, yeah, it could, maybe it's both of them because I couldn't figure out which side it was, so maybe that's why, because it was both sides. Is there an energy of exclusive commitment with my SM coming early 2023, or will our spirit babies materialize on this earth plane next year? You got the King of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups. I feel like Spirit is saying, honestly, don't even think about it too much. Just enjoy the energy and know that the commitment is there. Like, claim it as already being there. Like, let your daily affirmation consist of, like, you know, so and so enjoys being in a relationship with me, being in a committed relationship with me, because I am, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, having an affirmation of that sense, because you're one, affirming yourself, but then you're also affirming that you're in a committed relationship. So that could be something that you can do. And then even the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands, it's like this energy of spirit like wanting to block it out, the answer to you. Because maybe there's some inner work that you have to do to where you already believe it within yourself that is there and that is going to happen, if that makes sense. And not get in your head about it too much. Because I mean, literally, for you to have 3 air sign cards, and then you have the 7 of Cups, and even then she's thinking, and it's about illusions, it's about dreams, right? And then the 5 of Wands is like this resistance, this conflict card. So it's like literally saying like, don't overthink it, don't put too much thought into it, just literally know that it's there. So that's what I got for you. I'm sure that's not the answer that you wanted to hear, but know that it will work out. Ace of Swords. Cut through the doubt, the fear, and then boom, the path is clear. Oh, that rhymed. Alrighty, and then last but not least is SB. We're almost done. We might be done before midnight. It's 11:54. Yeah. That's good, Jenna. Just embrace the 3D. Embrace the commitment. All right. What is Carlos' current energy towards his girl? We have the Temperance, the High Priestess. Page of Swords. And the Graduate. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like she uses sex in a sense to kind of like keep him there. So I feel like there's not a lot of strong emotional ties with this person and the girl. So you kind of, I don't want to say you beat her with that, but it's like you're on a different pedestal because there's a lot of energy that's connected to where this person, Carlos, is connected to you emotionally, connected to you physically, attracted to you physically. So it's kind of like she might overcompensate because she could pick up on the energy. Like people know when you're not really into them. Like people know. That's what I'm getting. I feel like their relationship is just basically like physical. Like I don't know how to describe it more than that. It's just, it's not like true love. It's just physical and lust. And it's kind of like that's how they kind of get, that's what just keeps their attention with this person, basically. The Page of Swords and the Graduate, it gives me this energy that, at some point you did walk away from it just because of like how they were showing up with you. But I feel that with the Graduate, it's kind of like this energy of like you still winning, and like you're the winner at the end of the day because like, yes, he might only be with her in this moment, but it's still a soul tie. So it's like, if there's nothing beneficial coming from that, that soul tie just deepens and worsens over time because it's toxic and it's not healthy, right? And so it's like you are the person that's like, the High Priestess, going within, healing, learning, becoming a better person, cleaning your diet up, exercising, like all of these things and being better, right? And so I feel like as you do that, he's going to start to compare his girl to you and be like, damn, they looking good now. Like things are just really taking off in them. Like they start to compare. And it's not, it's not something people should do, but they're going to realize like, wait a minute, like I'm actually losing in life right now. Because, things are not cracked up what it's to be. Because it's like, and I'm getting this visual of like y'all actually having a conversation at some point and that sparks something in him where they're like, man, I really miss talking to this person. Like imagine dating somebody where you feel like they don't have a brain and then talking to somebody, but they got to bring their intellectually, you know, attractive. Like that's a turn on. That's something that you'll probably be engaged in, right? So I feel like he's gonna recognize that. That's what I got for that question. What's the next one? It is so weird for me having this new phone. Like things are just looking different. I have a new phone now because my other phone gave out. I won't say it gave out. Certain things just stopped working, so I had to get a new one. So I'm like looking at it like, wow, what are these new things on it? Okay, how will the visit with Carlos go with him and I and our son in April? It's been 3 years since we've seen him. Long time. The tower. Okay. Hey, look, spirit ain't gonna lie. All right. So we got the Tower, the Hermit, Ace of Swords, and Two of Pentacles. I feel like honestly, it's gonna be a little awkward and a little rocky. Just it's gonna be a little different. Whether it be, you know, the son not really wanting to go to the father, or just being kind of a little resistant, maybe being a little bit to themselves with the Hermit card here. But I think that the idea is that the father has to go in this with, I haven't seen them in 3 years, so I cannot expect for them to come to me running to me open arms, you know, and all that stuff. So I think them shifting the way they think about it and also preparing themselves for it is going to be helpful. I think having the conversation with your son ahead of time, you know, as you get closer to the day that y'all meet up. I don't know. I'm hearing spirit also say, like, I'm not saying that they're saying it's not going to happen, but when you talk to your son about this, word it in a way where, how do I word this? Like, you know, do it like this. If you were to see your dad, you know, next month, how would you feel about that? You know, like build the conversation of like with those general questions versus saying like, okay, you're going to see your dad next month. Are you excited? Are you ready? You know, just in case something falls through and that disappoints the child. So saying, hey, if you were to see your dad, you know, in a couple of months or so, how would you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about your dad? What's something you want to say to your dad? Like taking note of what they're thinking and what they're feeling, and that can kind of help you better gauge how the conversations will go with them in the future, and like, you know, preparing them for that. And also too, you know, letting and you know, when you're asking your son these questions, he might ask like, oh, you know, is am I going to see my dad soon or something like that? You're like, you know, you don't have to, like, you can have like the date in mind, but like maybe not share it too early on, just in case something changes. And just that, like, yeah, you know, we're going to find a way, we're going to find a time when we can all, you know, meet up at some point, you know, X, Y, and Z. And as you get closer to the day, like, don't expect the worst and don't expect him not to show up, the dad. But like, kind of, I don't know, like it's like spirit saying, it's like kind of surprise your son. That way their expectation and their hopes are not high, and if something falls through or if it is not what they want it to be, they're very disappointed, if that makes sense. So just be mindful about that. So it's like you got to kind of balance to where you're giving them a little insight about what's about to happen, but then also too, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna give you all of the information now, and then like, you know, they're overly excited and all of that jazz, and then if something happens and it just kind of breaks their heart. So it's like to protect them, but also be mindful. But yeah, I think once y'all meet up, it'll be fine, but it's gonna be a little awkward in the beginning. Like no sugarcoating it. All right. And then what was your other one? He better make it. Yeah, he better make it. Can I send? Yep, you can send another one if you want. Oops. All right, I got your Cash App. Okay. What does he want the outcome to be for y'all reconnection? Let's see. What does he want the outcome to be for your reconnection? You got the Magician. Six of Swords. The Six of Cups. Ooh, the Emperor. I like this because I like how, the Emperor is the father, right? And obviously he's holding the child in his card. And at the bottom of the deck is the Sun, which is the divine masculine. I feel like, honestly, he does want to be better and show up and be present in his son's life. I also think, too, there's this energy where he kind of wants you all to move away from the past, his faults, and, the things that have occurred when you were together and connected. I think when y'all meet, it's really going to bring back some memories for him, and it's going to make him reminisce on the good times. It's just going to be, hey, fashion destination. Oh, yeah, you can totally donate for the love messages. I'm sorry you just got the notification. And yeah, they're gonna be in their feelings when they see you, because it's just like you're gonna look better, you're gonna be better. It's just you're gonna have this glow about yourself, and they're gonna see it. And how I said, like, I think this was your reading that where I said, I was like, they'd be like, damn, am I really losing in life? Because they're gonna see how you have leveled up and how you are just growing and blossoming and just being you know, this goddess, this bad goddess energy. That's what I'm picking up here. I do feel like there's a lot of chemistry still there, like on their end for sure, like them just wanting to be with you intimately, and like just missing your body, just missing you as well. So they might even try to, shoot their shot for a little bit during that time, or even building up to the time. They might be a little bit more, jokingly flirtatious, or you know, kind of try to be sweet. That way when they see you, it's like, okay, cool. Hopefully she still, thinks I'm handsome or something. See, we had the Polaroid. You're just going to be this star. And they're going to just be sitting back reflecting on all the good times y'all had together, your body, all of that energy. So that's what I got for you for that. All right. So I hope that resonated with you. And I do hope that it works out, with the meeting and your son. You said you're going to have to coach him. That's so funny. Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely a good idea to set the tone and kind of coach them. Come off like when you're coaching him, make it feel like it's a conversation. Like, your son's name is, whatever your son's name is, like, hey, so and so, he is a character, he just really likes to ask a lot of questions. Like, it's a conversation, but you're telling him things too, so he knows what to kind of expect. So that's what I got. All right, fashion destination. Feel free to donate, and then I'll do your love notes. I'm shuffling up the cards now. The first card that comes out for you, Fashion Destination, is will you marry me? Will you spend the rest of your life with me? You're welcome. I can sit and talk to you for hours. We should finally talk about everything and clear the air so we can move forward. I want to kiss your body from head to toe. I want to kiss those juicy lips. I fantasize about them. All right, sounds good, Fashion Destination. As you can see, I'm already starting your reading. I feel nothing but gratitude for you. You are the greatest love that I ever known. One of my love languages is words of affirmation. It means a lot to hear the words I love you or I am proud of you. I am a terrible communicator. I need to work on that in order for us to work. Let me see. And then one more. Are you still in love with me? Do I still have another chance with you? All right. That's what I got for you, boo. I'm glad you're able to catch me before I got off live. I'm very happy about that. All right. Okay, let me go back to the YouTube app. I hopped out for a second. All right, sounds good. Well, you're all set, Fashion Destination. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. I'm glad that I was able to hop on and, just connect with you all. So I hope you all enjoyed your reading, and I wish you all the best. And I'll be back at some point. I don't know when. It might be sooner than later. I'm just busy and needing to get my rest. But best wishes to everybody, and I love you all. Bye.